Okay, guys, this is, if it's not part two, it'll be the completion of my second T-nut, which I was certainly riding the struggle bus. And, you know, I didn't do any machining for a month and a half, and, you know, you forget some of the idiosyncrasies of your machine, and, you know, when you get a 1943 machine, almost 100 years old. What was that? Okay. I have mice in the shop. That was just a Chihuahua tail. But, yeah, I'm having trouble with my cross slide. I'm really having trouble with on my dial taking small cuts, and maybe if I would have changed my cutter, I might have had you know, better luck. If I was using some high-speed steel, a nice sharp piece, I could have zeroed in on those, you know, 20 thousandths, 10 thousandths cuts that I just wasn't accurately being able to achieve. So, enjoy the video. It's kind of a repeat of the last video, I guess, but I tried to make it a little more viewable. So, till next, well, enjoy the video. We'll talk about it. Okay, I'm not sure if it's necessary or not, but I was 25 thousandths, just kind of warming things up, getting the tool. I don't know if it's necessary or not. Here's another 25, then we'll try some 50s. I've come to realize that the two existing modified T-nuts that are on the machine right now are going to be adequate to do the job, so I only need to make two more, one which is already completed. So I just need to make one more. We can take the head off and go from there. Okay, there's 50 thousandths total. We are
well, that's this. Pat? Hey, way to go, Mr. Resourceful.
I think it's 375.
I was supposed to find a dolly. Yeah, they look really good. They're good ones. Okay, I gotta go. No, I was supposed to look around for a dolly. I
I'm going to take it down to 365 and then use a die to cut the threads. So Here we go.
As we travel. And this is as far as we got. From
A
here
little more turning.
to here.
We're going to
But Mr.
do
Smith's
50,000 this time.
because he's smiling, but he's still pleasant. He was talking to his truck driver. His truck driver for our.
So that's going to be a total of 150,000. Okay, so there's roughly 150,000 off there. We need to take it down to 365, and we'll start with another 50,000.
They're bigger, so therefore I pay a little more. You're gonna pay for what you get, and that's what I did. So.
Here we go with 50,000. Doesn't really look like 50,000. Check my give and make sure my give is tight. I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to trust my dials 100%. We'll try to work that out as we go. I have two options on the adapter plate. I'll go over those with you in just a moment. Okay, that was 50,000. Okay, my options on the adapter plate are the first option is to remove the head, remove this plate, transfer the locations of all the holes to this plate, and machine it starting from scratch. Option number 2 is to remove the head, remove this adapter plate, and cut out. Machine away the material where I have the black marks. And I can take it to the depth that I have that the nuts are countersunk. The only problem is I won't have a milling machine to do that machining, and so that would definitely be the fastest option. Here's 100 thousandths. Seems to be handling that just fine, although there's no reason why it shouldn't. Should be able to do 200 thousandths. Okay. Because of the flux that I had in this part, I didn't use a center. It's ranging from 169 to 165. 175 is what it's supposed to be, but I don't think I could get this die started on there at 175 thousandths. The first one I did was almost 160 thousandths, and then 162 or 3. So I think I have enough on there that I can remove the center. I don't know if you can see how I have that hooked up. I got a live center sticking in the back of my ratchet tool. So I can do this without getting my hands in the way. And it looks like it's going on crooked now. No, it's a hexagon. The holder is for a hexagon die, and this is a round die. There certainly is an advantage of having the ratchet. I believe I have a tool that'll hold a round die. But maybe we should try that. Well, I got it started this way. Let's just go with it. Let's see if I can get this tailstock and my cross slide out of the way totally. I have to move you guys. And would this go all the way around? There's clearance there. I could make full circles, so I probably should have started it with that. But I got the die started straight. If it wobbles around inside there, it's not going to change its course. feeling pretty good. We're an inch of threading away from being ready to bring the crane in and pull that head off, pull that adapter off. I actually probably have enough thread now, but I want to do at least as much as I did on the first one. Let's see, it wants to come off of. Like I said, even though this isn't, what's happening is the die is coming out like that. And, despite the die not being really set well inside the tool, it is still turning true because it was started true. The beginning is getting ready to show here. I had a really hard time turning the small amounts. Really hard time turning, 20 thousandths. You'll see here at the tip that I took away way too much. I'll have to cut part of this tip off. You'll see the shoulder here in a moment. Right now, all you're seeing there is flat threads. There's nothing. I believe I'll still have the length that I need. Okay, that's enough. So I'll need to cut a 1/4 inch off the tip of this. I busted my parting tool holder, the index one, so I'm going to be cutting this to length with the bandsaw. I'm using Anchor Lube on the lubricant. Okay, get this out of back here. Get my Kratex here. I need to. Probably better if I was running this. trying to eliminate any little burrs. There's a very good tight thread there. We'll be cutting everything to the right of the Kratex off, and start with these good threads. So that's good all the way down. Okay, and I'll go cut that off right there. It's 20 thousandths. Another 20. This ought to be it. Maybe 10 more. Okay.
What I think I'm going to do, because I am still under a time crunch, I have to have this thing off.
Okay, I like that. We're gonna
piece of equipment. I know I can fork this thing off somehow, but I'm too worried about
flip this holder.
in the process. It's a very weird thing to pick up, and the brush hog complicates things as well. What I think I'm going to do is put a piece of tape across this intake and just poke a couple holes in it and try to start it and see if it's going to run like that for us. And I'm
going to back it off
until we hit the right level.
100 thousandths.
Getting in there, and hopefully this thing runs.
200
We're going to have
thousandths.
to get a proper carb kit, redo that main jet.
We should be about right.
Something is obviously blocking.
That was a lot heavier than I would have wanted to take for a first cut. I'm surprised it didn't turn. And that is right there. I'm gonna take maybe 5 thousandths. That ought to do it. I had no intention of taking that whole amount. Almost that whole amount. That try.
And it works.
I need the tool
It's probably been running like that for a half hour now.
that'll turn this
A
nut.
little bit here and there, but outside of that, running pretty decent. Hopefully I can get this thing down off there now.
I'll be right back. Okay. Having trouble muting Diesel Creek. Oh, I see what the problem is. There we go. Yeah, I need this, the wrench that'll grip on this, because, having trouble getting this thing tight enough to hold the T-nut. Get that off there where I'm not hitting the threads. There we go. Okay. There we go. I just need to get rid of that little tip there where the threads are flattened out. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I guess a hacksaw would probably be appropriate. A grinding wheel. Be nice if I could hold it with the mill. Hold it with the vise. And just Okay, there I am on the struggle bus. I got my two T-nuts made. I got 2 good ones on the machine right now I'll be able to reuse. These are 2 that I crafted from the originals. And we'll have a good look at those when I take the head off. So I'll give it a little more thought. I'm pretty sure I should be able to use those same 2 screws. As long as when I mill this section out here to get a wrench in there, I need to mill it as deep as the counter bores are. And that should be fine. So the next step is a big one. Getting the crane in here and taking this head off for the last time, I hope. And when this is all done, the machine is perfectly usable now, although I don't have as much rigidity as I would have, because right now I'm only using 2 T-nuts to hold that head and tram. I have 4 T-nuts there, but I can only tighten to the maximum 2 of those. So this will give me 4 strong holds and should be as good as new. So I'll see you then. I'll try to put out a little warning that I'm getting ready to pull the head off, so maybe in the form of a couple shorts or something. Okay, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.